How dare you tell anyone they're gonna die alone? What pleasure do you have in that?
It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. We can get away from these beach views and every day. All I wanna hear is an episode that we play. Sit right next to you.
Good evening, ladies. It's your fave, Miss Renee. Girls, I am back at it again with another video. Not a lookbook, not a haul, not even a good food for your soul. But I've got some conversation for us tonight, and I think it's necessary. So, ladies, before we get into this video, if you are new here, honey, girlfriend, welcome, girl, welcome. And thank you for stopping by, and I hope you will not be a stranger, okay? In order to do that, girlfriend, hit that subscribe button. Absolutely. Now, tonight's video, guys, I want to go on ahead and get on into the thick of it, because this is a really serious video. It really is. I want to discuss my thoughts and my feelings about the passing of a fellow YouTuber, Kevin Samuels. If you are part of the YouTube community and the YouTube world, then you know about the passing of Mr. Kevin Samuels. He passed away on Thursday, May the 5th, 2022. So it's just this past Thursday. Okay, and also, you guys, before we get into this, I would like to offer my deepest, most sincere condolences to his family, to his friends, and to all of his supporters and people around the world that have been touched by him and his content on YouTube and his advice and whatever the case may be. I am deeply saddened by his passing, and I wish you all peace and understanding during this difficult time. I don't want to go into a very long conversation about who I think Kevin Samuels is or was. I'm sorry. I want to say a few things, though. I do. Since I have silently had things to say against him, okay? And some of those things were put on my YouTube. However, I never mentioned him by name, but I was very bothered by what I thought at the time was just blatant disrespect towards women. I felt that his videos were cruel and harsh and very abrasive and demeaning. I did. But after watching him for several months, I began to understand some of his logic, I guess. I don't know, for lack of a better word. I do not agree ever with anyone purposefully attacking, hurting, punishing, demeaning anyone because they can. I never agree with that. It's a big form of bullying, is what that is. If you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, you're gonna have to literally go and look him up and familiarize yourself with his content. and get an understanding of what was taking place during his interviews. Excuse me, cough drop. During his interviews. I don't want to make this video about his videos per se, but you really have to know who he was and how he conducted. It took me a while to decide and put my thoughts together about how I really felt about the man, Kevin Samuels, and how his passing has touched me deeply. I will say that the day he passed, before I knew, some of my friends and some of my YouTube sisters text me. I was getting messages about his passing. Let me also say that I only became aware of Mr. Samuels late 2021. Honestly, the fall of 2021. A colleague friend of mine, a very close colleague of mine, like a brother from another mother, told me about Mr. Samuels because we have these really great, deep conversations about the kids that we work with, the kids that we serve, boy-girl ratios, all this kind of stuff, relationships. And he knows I'm a YouTuber. And so one day he said, "Hey, do you happen to watch Kevin Samuels?" And at the time, I didn't. I didn't know anything about Kevin Samuels. He said, "You really need to look him up. You need to look him up. You need to check him out." Now, I know that my friend felt that I should look at Kevin Samuels' videos because I work and mentor young people. That's what I do for a living. And I think he wanted to just hear my thoughts and get my opinion on the controversial videos that Kevin Samuels is known for on the YouTube platform. So I said, okay, let me check him out. Let me check him out. Let me hear what Brother Man got to say. Right? Hold on one second. Water. I said, let me check him out. So I did. And I'm going to be honest with you. With the first video, I was ready to throw my phone at the TV. Y'all, I watched several videos that evening, the first night. And then I got on my phone and I started texting my colleague like, this guy is off the chain. Oh my God. My twins, which are boy and girl, they are 29 now. They were 28 at the time. They were coming through, and I had it on the TV in the living room, and my son knew of him. My daughter didn't. So the three of us sat and watched a few videos. It was comedy because me and my daughter were clearly like, okay, what is he talking about? What? And then my son had a different point of view than what my daughter and I had. So it looked comical here, us watching Kevin Samuels videos. It was quite comical. Like male versus female, seriously, in living color. Over the next few weeks, month or two, I would, of course, I subscribed. I did. I subscribed. I would listen to multiple. I was basically binge watching his channel. And then I would get notifications of different videos being uploaded. Sometimes I was in a position that I could click. Sometimes I wasn't. Sometimes I had to wait till I got home. Whatever the case may be, I started to really familiarize myself with his videos, with his channel. Sometimes while watching a video, I would also open up the comment box and read while I was watching the video, hearing what most of the comments were made by men. So I was listening to the men or reading what the men says as I was watching the video. Okay, so I'm reading the comments, watching the video, and then, I started really getting his point. I know I don't like his approach. I don't like his delivery. Okay, I don't like the way he delivers his message. But I started thinking about what his message really was. Okay, so if you don't know what Kevin Samuels, if you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, you're going to have to go watch one of his videos. It's the only way this is going to help you to understand. And then you watch the video, you start to understand what his sexual marketplace value is, which he says he did not create. He did not create the sexual marketplace value. However, let me explain give you a very brief rundown of how his channel, in my opinion, was ran. Okay. Most of his videos are live chats with women. Live chats with women. Okay. He would conduct a interview or a show live on his channel. Ladies would call in. Some of them would ask to be rated by Kevin Samuels. Literally, like, what do you rate me as? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say I am? Am I a 1? Am I a 3? Am I a 10? Kevin, what do you rate me as? This is what we heard a lot of, okay? Now, Kevin says he would rate women according to their sexual marketplace value, which is determined by your age, the number of children you have, and your dress size, or how much do you weigh. Yes, this is what he would determine your sexual marketplace value. Now, I'm not going to get into all of that because I've talked about it before on my YouTube. I'll put those videos up right here so you can go back and watch. Sometimes I would be emotional, you guys, about my thoughts and feelings on the man, and then how he approached young women with this marketplace value crap. Then after a while, I would listen, and I would say, well, what I realized is that the longer I watched his videos, read the comments, got a real feel for his content, and understood better, the message he was truly trying to relay, in some ways I agreed with him. I'm just saying. I agreed with him with a big part of women calling in wanting to be rated is because of the need, desire, or want a six-figure man, a high-value man. So these women were calling in because they felt they deserved a high-value man, a man that makes six figures or better. And they were saying, I'm worthy of a six-figure man. So then Kevin would say, okay, tell me what your weight is, how many kids you have, and what's your dress size. And I'll tell you if you are worthy of a high value man. Okay. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you don't know who this gentleman is, in order to really understand, you're gonna have to go watch a video. I'm just saying. Okay? Pretty much the only way that you're really gonna understand why this is such a big deal, big news, and why so many people have been affected by his passing, or why so many people have been angry and celebrating his passing. Okay, so because I work with young people, I started to strategize. Not that I agree with what he is saying, but on the back end, why is it that young women only want a six-figure man? Why is that? And why can't you date an average guy? What's wrong with average? I don't understand the hype. I mean, I do understand. I understand because I'm human. I understand the world of the young women of today, and I understand how the world values materialistic things. So I get it. Young women want vacations, right? Luxury apartments, Mercedes Benz, right? Designer bags, clothes, and shoes. And they want this lifestyle that we see so much of through social media. And now all of the young people are wanting it. They want to gravitate towards it. So they're only dating people that they feel have that. Or they only want to date those types of people. Why? Another reason, I believe, body image has become ridiculous, right? And not really just body image, but this whole plastic surgery craze, this BBL that everybody is now, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of young people, a lot of young women are thinking, this is what I need to do to attract a six-figure man. I need to risk my life, right? Because I'm not worthy of him, just who I am. I'm not going to attract him like I am. So I need to go and alter my body to get this man. Whoo! So because I work with young people, I started strategizing. I started understanding why I had been introduced to Kevin Samuels. I have been introduced to Kevin Samuels not to watch him and dislike him, but to understand what young women are doing and how they're reacting, how they're acting. What's wrong with a normal guy? So, I never agreed with his approach. You know, as a mentor and someone that coaches and advises young people every single day, y'all, his approach was brutal to me. I don't think you have to be so abrasive for people to understand you. I know he felt that he had to be that, to me, cold-hearted. But rating women, you never know what a person's going through. When you have an interaction with them, sometimes your words are the last words they may hear. Excuse me. You want to make sure that you are offering people very sound, careful advice. You don't know if someone is tiptoeing to the ledge. You don't know if someone is grasping. You don't know if somebody is on their last. You don't know. So you have to be very careful. I'm thinking most people that would need to be rated are fragile, in my opinion. Because if I'm for certain and know who I am, and I feel good about who I am, why would I need to call you to be rated? Why would I need you to tell me what my worth is? How do you get to tell me what my value is and calculate it according to my dress size, the number of children I have, and whether or not I'm, I forgot the other one. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Because it's really nonsense to me. I get the fact that no one should be looking for anyone based on the amount of money they have. You shouldn't let that lead you to love. That's not how you find love, y'all. Love is found here, right? When two hearts connect. It don't have nothing to do with what kind of money he got and how many trips he can take you on. See, I did a video about this already, so I really don't want to repeat myself. But I really feel like if you're looking for all of those things, materialistic things, then you're going to kind of find a person that values you only based on your size. And, you know, do you have children? And whatever that other thing is, I can't seem to remember right now. You just got to be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. You know, his approach was brutal in my opinion, and that's just what it is. Did I understand and agree with him at some point? Yes, I did. I did agree with the fact that no one should be looking for money in trying to find a partner. Looking for value should be integrity, character, you know, trustworthiness, faithfulness, loyalty. That's what you should be looking for. Because if not, you're going to find a whole lot more than just, oh, he got money. Oh, he got money. What else comes with that? Sometimes the one with all the money has no character. I'm just saying, y'all. His integrity is out the window. Loyalty to who? Huh? Trustworthy. For what? I'm just saying. You got to be careful what you ask for. So I actually started watching his videos, and the more I watched his videos, the more perturbed I became with the young women. And not, I never liked his approach. I always thought he was cruel, and he was more cruel than he needed to be. Okay? I always felt like you can prove your point better being nicer. Okay? I thought being aggressive was for the ratings and to make a woman feel bad. See, you're making a woman feel bad by some of the things that you're saying, and you don't care. I didn't like that. I never liked that. A lot of that I feel was unnecessary. It didn't have to be. It didn't have to happen. But I will say, it did give him controversy, and it did give him views. So I started strategizing about how to mentor young women that watch my channel and young women that I see daily. I was able to say what he said without being so aggressive and give a message of looking for love. Look for these things, right? Boom, boom, boom. Don't just look for the money, girls. Make sure he's got that character, integrity, faithfulness, loyalty. Make sure those things are there. So I was able to start doing that. And I think now that's the reason why I started watching him in the first place. I'm sorry that he passed. There's nothing good to say about anyone suddenly passing. I feel empathy for his family and friends. I do. But in some ways, I feel like you got to be careful what you say and who you say it to at all times. And you can never let fortune and fame be your guide. That can never be your motivation. Hey, fortune and fame come with, that's okay. But if fortune and fame is what fuels you, you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know, it was never funny watching him humiliate and demean and degrade young women. It was never funny for me. I was always mad at the girls for calling. I said, why would you call him and ask him that? Why don't you already know this for yourself? Whew. There was little things that he would do in some of his videos that was for the entertainment part. Sometimes he would cut people off, disconnect them without warning. Sometimes he would sound the horn at a military funeral. He would play that music. And then he would do the salute like, you're done, you're through. He could be really harsh. The one thing that really I found disturbing that he would do, and he said this multiple times that I watched him, when a young woman was trying to get her point across and trying to say something to him and, going back and forth with him, there was more than one occasion, more than 2 or 3 occasions that he would say, and you're going to die alone. and he would disconnect the call. You're gonna die alone. And he said that so firmly. And it had so much mean-spiritedness behind it. How dare you tell anyone they're gonna die alone? What pleasure do you have in that? And why? Why would you say that to a young woman, no matter what the issue is? Why would you say, and you're gonna die alone? So one of the things that I started teaching to young people in 2021 was mindfulness, which is a big part of why we do Good Food for Your Soul videos. I started teaching young people about the thoughts that they have in their minds and the things that they say, the words that they let come out of their mouths. Your words have power. The things that you think about come about. Safeguard your mind, safeguard your mouth. Watch your tongue. Some things you never let enter your mind, and when it does, you rebuke it instantly and on purpose. So you gotta be careful, because you can't wish bad on nobody and think that it won't come back to you. Karma is real. What you do comes back to you. If you don't believe in karma, the good Bible tells us that the way ye shall reap, ye shall sow. Whatever ye reap, ye shall sow. So, I pray that Kevin Samuels was not alone at the time of his death. But I will say this. I heard him more than once, twice or 3 times, say that to someone else. So, don't you say or do things to other people that you don't want to happen to you. Some things are best left unsaid. And if the thought is too wicked, wish it, pray it away. There's a lot that we can learn from Kevin Samuels. There's a lot. It truly is. You looking for love? Look for integrity, honesty, friendship, loyalty, trustworthiness. A man that wants to love you. Don't look for a man in his wallet. Think of it like this. If you're looking for 6 figures, do you have your half? I'm just saying. If you got your half and bruh man got his half, you all that you're looking for right there. Be careful. And be good. And I'm so sorry that he passed the way he did. And again, I pray that he was not alone. All right, y'all, I'm off here. It has been an absolute wonderful day. It is Mother's Day. And ladies, I pray that you guys had a beautiful day. So let's get back together real soon. I do have some things that I want to show you and share. So, ladies, always keep your heads up and your eyes open, and I will see you, child, on the next video. Good night.
It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.